Hey folks, Chris James here from Paradigm Outdoors. Today I'm here to talk to you a little bit about the Carbon Express D-Stroyer family of arrows. Our family of arrows is our medium tier arrows. That's the dual spine technology. That's what the DS stands for. We have three different types of arrows. We have a single spine arrow, which is pretty much the same as all of our competition. We have a dual spine arrow like here in the D-Stroyer, and then we have a tri-spine arrow. So dual spine is the back portion of the arrow is a stiffer carbon than the front portion of the arrows. And that stiffer portion, what that does is when the arrow launches off the bow and it starts to move forward, as the archer's paradox happens and you start to get your flex, it keeps the flex of the arrow to a much smaller area than single spine arrow would. So as you think about this, looking at a needle, you're going to have something like this going with a single spine arrow, and a dual spine arrow is going to be something like this. So it actually calms the arrow's oscillation down quite a bit faster than a single spine arrow would. So you're going to shoot a lot better because that arrow is going to be pointing at your target and recovering a lot faster. Some of the other things that we have going on with the D-Stroyer lineup is, like with all Carbon Express arrows, it's the 360-degree spine. What that means is, typically with most of your arrow manufacturers out there, they will have a spine rating on an arrow, which means it's the stiffest spot on the arrow. And that's typically because the way they're wrapped, there's an overlap or a seam where the carbon meets. People used to float arrows in the bathtub to find that. Some manufacturers mark it. But the biggest thing is we are consistent all the way around our arrows. So you're not going to get a stiffer spot or a weaker spot. They're going to be consistent spine all the way around our arrows. That's going to make for a much more accurate shot. It doesn't matter which way it's turned. They're all going to be very, very close to the same exact spine, no matter which way you knock or index that arrow. The second thing is that we have a straightness factor of 0.02 on these particular arrows. And these particular arrows are going to be plus or minus 2,000 straightness every single arrow. You may get a pack and they may all be perfectly straight, they may all be 1,000ths, or the most is going to be 2,000ths, but that's going to be the actual straightness of your arrows versus our competition that does an average straightness over a large batch of arrows. This also features a K360 weave, which is a proprietary weave that we do. This helps also increase the recovery and the strength of the arrow, as well as provide a lot better accuracy than you'll see on a standard carbon arrow without the weave on it. So those are some of the differences that you're going to see in the D-Stroyer arrows and the family of arrows. The dual spine arrow is really unique and offers a lot of benefits to the shooter, because that's what our whole entire goal is, for you to shoot better when you're hunting, when you're out in the yard target practicing, or if you're at a tournament shooting. We want you to shoot better, and our technologies provide you the ability to do that. Come back and check us out for more tips from Carbon Express.